All right. Let's see. I actually have things working right tonight. How about that? And there I was trying to wonder, am I pushing the right buttons to make this go? As I try to settle in at my desk here and get things sorted. Anyway, I pushed the right buttons. Things worked the way they were supposed to work. And once again, coming to you live and somewhat direct. There we go. Check on this, check on that. Going to be kind of a. What am I doing here? Okay. I want to click on this and make it do that. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right. All set. One of these days, I'm actually going to get all my ducks in a row and have things work the way I want them to work. But anyway, as you can tell by the thumbnail, it's going to be a nice, calm, relaxed unboxing video. So there I was running around town, taking care of errands, doing stuff, and then I had some free time to kill, so I ducked inside a dollar store, a local dollar store, and kind of curious, what could I find for a buck and some change, buck and a quarter, whatnot. Now, a while ago, there was some news stories going around that Dollar Tree stores were selling comic books. Yeah, had to get a quick drink there to wet the old whistle. Yeah, so some Dollar Tree stores rather, were selling comic books, something they just started doing not too long ago. And of course, I had to like find one even remotely near to where I lived and check it out. And of course, it wasn't anything there. It wasn't until closer to Christmas time that they actually started carrying comic books. Well, actually, let me go ahead and turn on my camera here. Let's see, will this work? Yes, there it is. And then I want to do this. And then I want to do this right here. There we go. As always, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, whether you're live, lurking, or you catch this on a replay. Thank you all so much for checking this out. I do appreciate your time, and hopefully, I can be somewhat informative, entertaining, or something thereabouts. So yeah, found a local dollar store that started selling comic books, which I kind of have mixed feelings on, because if you live in an area where there's an actual comic book store, I'd rather somebody go into the mom and pop comic book shop and spend your money there. But if you live in an area like I do that does not have a comic book store, but you have a Dollar Tree, well, a buck and a quarter, you can get yourself a comic book. And what these are essentially is, well, I've covered these in the past. So like, I had to get this guy because it's Batman and Scooby Doo. I mean, why not? These are reprints. At first, I thought, well, are they like getting rid of old back stock because it's all DC books? I thought, well, are they getting rid of old back stock? But no, these are reprints without the original ads. You breeze through these books and you find out that you look through them and you see that, well, there's no ads in them at all. They're nothing that any of the original comic books would have. They're printed somewhat cheaply. Yeah, let's bust this one open. I thought about saving this until Comic Book Saturday, but might as well rip this guy open and have a look. Pretty well packaged as my hand bumps into my microphone. And again, one of these days I'm going to have to redesign my desk and my Say $1.25. When you make that go away as I toss them across the room. Green Arrow, DC Universe Rebirth #1. I kind of like Green Arrow. I used to read Green Arrow way back in the day. It's been decades since I've read any Green Arrow. I think the last Green Arrow I was getting into was Green Arrow and Green Lantern. So that kind of gives you an idea. Of course, the Dollar Tree also has this Final Faction, if you can find it. It's like an independent book. So far, there's only one issue of Final Faction. This is like, I've covered this before. This is actually a pretty decent book for what it is. Art and style to it is reminiscent of books you would find in the early mid-90s. I'm going to set these aside. There it is. There's an empty spot on my desk that is no longer empty. I'm going to try repositioning my microphone here. All right, so I had gone into my local Dollar Tree because I did have a mission there, and that was try to find more of these little Transformers figurines. I bought these a little bit before Christmas, last Christmas. I didn't think these would be all that collectible. There's like a set of, what is it? 5. A set of 5 of these guys that were released at the time. There's like Starscream, Bumblebee, Megatron, Soundwave, and of course, Optimus Prime. I went in there trying to find more of these because I thought, okay, would they have these stocked in the store after Christmas, this long after Christmas? And of course, they don't. So yeah, this is. Come on, focus, camera, focus. Optimus Prime. Yeah, no more of these anyplace. You can probably find them at your local Dollar Tree or perhaps on the eBay where you can find most everything. They don't move. They're non-movable. They're mostly just static pose. You like set them up on your desk at work and have your coworkers think you're an incredible geek or something. Like, oh, you're a nerd. You like comic books. Anyway, that's what I went in there to find. But when I didn't find those, I had to look around to see what I could find. And something I thought was kind of interesting was make it blocks. Construction blocks. Yes. When you want to have Legos, but you can't call your toys Legos, you make up some other name like Make It Blocks. I would have been a little bit more creative and said maybe let's call it Megos. Instead of Legos, Lego blocks, let's call it Megos. Unless there's probably some kind of trademark infringement where you can't use that Eggo sound on your toy. And this is actually the better looking of the toys they had there. I was looking for something that looked remotely decent or interesting, and all I could find was this. It kind of looks like a car. It doesn't quite look like the back part might be, I don't know, Lamborghini Countach, but the front part is crazy. Yeah, there's nothing here. I mean, I don't know what this is. First time opening this up. Of course, there's 3 of them, and it says collect them all. Yes, collect all 3 hideous looking toy car contraption things. Anyway, let's open this up. There we go, right there. Got a pack of not Legos, but make it blocks. And of course, toys like this all come with a choking hazard. Compatible for all leading brands, it says, as my camera refuses to focus on that. So I'm guessing they say it's compatible with the real Legos. This is very important. Very important here. Ages 6 and up. Yeah, I've got that covered. We're safe here. Everybody's safe. I'm going to set this box. All right. Oh, should I look to see if there's actual instructions? Yes. Well, there's something resembling instructions. Empty box. That was it. All right. So now I can set him safely aside right there. And again, something pretty much rudimentary, I guess you could say. One sheet instructions. I haven't a clue. I'm looking right at it, and it's like, okay, this is puzzling. I'm going to sit here. Okay. With much fear and trepidation, I shall dive right into this bag of not toy Legos. Once I figure out how to open the... Oh, here we go. So, yep, come on. Got to be smarter than the bag. And away with him. I will pick that up later. All right. Oh, this looks fun. Yeah. Okay, there's the main chassis. We got like the axle. It's got like some kind of spring mechanism here that you can... I guess it's like spring-loaded axles. But here, anyway, what am I supposed to do? Again, everyone, thank you all for joining me tonight as I go through this and see if I am smarter than the average 6-year-old. As I look at all these pieces with uncertainty. But anyway, maybe I should do something crazy like sort these out. Is this broken? Maybe that's supposed to be like that. No, I do believe that was supposed to be like that. That is that piece. Oh, look, we've got a wheel. We got a tire. Okay. It is 75 pieces. There's 75 pieces to this thing. And I'm not going to even pretend I know where to start, even though I'm looking at the instruction sheet. It says this piece goes on this piece. All right. So it looks like this thing and this thing do something. I am not entirely sure. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, this is supposed to be car-like. Then something resembling, I guess, the front axle. Oh, boy. What am I doing? Okay, I've got it all wrong here. Already messing up. All right. So as I go through this and might make my way through this terrible looking automotive disaster, I thought I would also talk a bit about the TV shows I have been somewhat enjoying. uh, last time, last live stream, I was waxing poetic about 1883, something new to me TV show that I just started getting into and binging all of tremendously. And then, of course, 1883 led me to start watching 1923. And honestly, there is a world of difference between 1883 and 1923. Not to say that 1923 is not enjoyable, it is unfortunately not like the previous series. And this is what it's looking like so far. No, 1923 has honestly been kind of a letdown. Now I'll go ahead and say it. 1923 is a letdown. There are good parts to it and bad parts, but to me, the bad parts seem to outnumber the good parts so far. But uh, I am only like 4 episodes into it. I do not understand these instructions. But anyway, yeah, I was like 4 episodes into 1923 trying to enjoy it. And unfortunately, it has become more and more smutty. I mean, I'll just say there's no better word to describe 1923. Unfortunately, the smut factor in the show has been ramped up. I believe it is needless. It's unnecessary to have that level of disgusting things in your TV show. You don't need to have things like that in 1923. 1883 was excellent because it told a great story. I mean, it was fantastic start to finish. As I'm looking at this going, am I doing this right? I could be. All right. No, no. Very, very, very disappointed so far. And, well, I won't say very, very disappointed in 1923. There are parts of it I liked. I do enjoy watching Harrison Ford on screen. You can genuinely tell that Harrison Ford is enjoying the role. You can tell that this is a role that he is just absolutely loving. I do believe that is not right there. It's great to see Harrison Ford on the screen because when he's off it, things kind of lag some, which is unfortunate because some of the other characters seem kind of interesting. I don't know. I kind of think I can't put my finger on it. Of course, I'm going through all this trying to binge it all just to get up to Yellowstone. And while I liked 1883 and something I could kind of recommend to people to check out, there were parts in 1883 that were off putting, but it's something you could grab the remote and fast forward through. For those of you out there who are prudish and want to fast forward through questionable content, I'm looking through all this thinking that none of this makes sense. This does not look right. I'm sure this will probably come out in the end. I don't know, 1923, something I'm going to continue sticking with until the end, until I get through it. I either enjoy it or not enjoy it. As I make my way through this, thinking none of this makes any sense. All right. Well, the blocks are starting to look like something less like the blocks I started off with. Okay. This bit and this bit. No, this is not right. What is this thing? None of this looks right. Goodness. Anyway, yeah, I'm slowly making my way through 1923. Then I decided to go on to. Is this right? No, this can't be right. Once I got through with a few episodes of 1923, I went over to Disney Plus because I thought, okay, I have Disney Plus because they had the promotion of like, what was it, $3 a month for 4 months. So I thought, okay, I can at least check out a few things on Disney Plus to see what they've got going on. I'm not sure any of this is right. What am I doing? Can't believe I'm being confounded by badly done visual instructions. But anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Disney Plus. Checking out Disney Plus, seeing what's on there. Whether it's MCU, Marvel offerings, or Star Wars offerings, there's really not much on Disney Plus that I can get enthused over, which is amazing because you would think that there would be at least something there I could check out and watch. But as I tried this a few nights back, checking out the MCU offerings and like checking out the new MCU TV shows on there, like Loki season 2, and I found myself going through those, not really clicking on any of them. I did not click on anything to try to start watching it or anything like that. Instead, oh, I think I see what's going on here. Instead, I went to Iron Man, the very first MCU movie, Iron Man, and I found myself rewatching about half of Iron Man. Oh, okay. I think I understand. This bit goes here. This bit goes right there. It's pretty sad when you have a streaming service, you have new content, but the only thing I find appealing or remotely interesting is M- the older MCU offerings. I guess this goes here. All right. So I do believe I'm getting close to being halfway through this, which means I am apparently smarter than the average 6+ person. Yeah, this still looks ugly. Ugly. But when you're using imitation Legos, that is all you have. All right, so I'm at the point where I'm at the back of the car-like thing. Oh, I think I see it now. I'm going to put that imitation Lego toy aside, and all right, so there's like a whole sub-assembly that you have to assemble before you put the sub-assembly on the frame. That is not that part. Could be that part, but it's probably not that part. It could be this part, but I'm not entirely sure if it's this part because it doesn't quite match up with the assembly. It's supposed to go on the sub-assembly. This is kind of silly. Okay, so I think it's supposed to be that there. All right, I'm guessing that kind of makes sense. This is actually quite silly. All right, okay, I think I see. what it's wanting me to do here. I don't know if this is it or it's something else. It's not that. It's probably not that. Certainly not that. Oh, it could be this, but I'm not sure if it's that or not. No, it's not that. The state of quality entertainment is kind of sad. When you think about what you pay for streaming services, whether it's Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, Disney, and now Apple TV or Apple Plus, so many options, and yet nothing really seems all that appealing or interesting. It's almost like the good old cable era where everybody was jockeying from provider to provider, and then along came satellite TV, and you're having to deal with all the options that satellite gave you. The satellite versus cable wars. Uh, I just realized that I am fast losing. I may get to the point where I will just stick the wheels on it and what looks like fenders and hood and call it a day. This does not need a spoiler thingamajig. Oh, I see. I see. Maybe this thing that I slapped down there is the spoiler that somehow it's supposed to go here. Okay, that's what that is. I don't know. Oh, it broke. It snapped apart. I don't know why there's a gap right there. There's a gap right there. That does not make sense to me. But anyway, all of the offerings on these shows, and there's, or I almost said shows like cable networks and whatnot, but it's not cable networks anymore. It's streaming networks. Streaming has really changed how we consume entertainment. Okay, this is not. It's not the front. It's not the back. I don't know what it is. Hmm. I can't imagine Legos being this vague. As I'm looking at the diagram here, it says this piece goes here, this piece goes here. All visual. I should get this easily. I should. Perhaps, perhaps these parts do not go there. I think the only things I'm really half looking forward to on TV are all either on Netflix or Apple. Apple has Silo, Severance, and a number of other shows. I believe there's a new one coming out about in the Fountain of Youth or some such thing that looks relatively entertaining. Why does that go here? The diagram says it goes here, but it doesn't quite. Okay, it fits. This does not look right. Oh, I think I see now. Okay. Ah, I know. Thrilling content, but this is kind of a way for me to unwind. There it goes. All right. Now this makes a little bit more sense than what it did before. Kind of. All right. Yep, there it is. All right. It has a spoiler now. It's starting to look car like. I think. Uh, yeah, so if you were thinking about getting one of these and going, okay, I can do this and just unwind after a long day, no, don't do it. Don't do it. This will not help you unwind after a long day. Nope, will not. It's actually pretty silly. I mean, when I'm getting into it, going, okay, this looks cheesy. Hmm. Again, I say, Oh, there is perhaps a mystery piece that this says should go right there, but I'm just not buying it. I am not buying that this goes right there because that does not look right. It doesn't. All right. Some of the other shows I've been keeping up with. Of course, everyone is looking forward to Stranger Things. The last season of Stranger Things is about to come out soon ish. What in the world? I really feel like I'm dealing with a Rubik's Cube, except I understand Rubik's Cubes. Actually, I feel like it has been too long of a day to deal with this. Uh, Somewhere. I don't know if this is it. No, this does not look like it. Is this it? Nope, it's not it. There's only so much you can put into a very small double sided pamphlet. before it makes any kind of sense. And maybe, just maybe, I will come back to this. I'll flip it around and go to the front of the car. If you want to call it that. These things look somewhat like a hood. This looks somewhat like a hood. Looks like it's supposed to go there, which it does. Okay. I feel like I am making progress. And this guy, no, does not go there. It's supposed to go somewhere else. I will move on from that. Actually, the wheels are the easiest things because you know they are wheel-like. The little tires go on easy enough. All right. I'm not going to do this too much longer because as long as my day was today, tomorrow will be just as long in some regards. So I am getting to a point where I'll slap the wheels on this and call it a day. This is more along the lines of uh, are you into model making or anything even remotely like this? Is this the sort of thing that you could find relaxing at the end of a long day? I am realizing now that no, I do not find this relaxing. But I thought I would give it a try anyway. All right. The wheel's supposed to go on. Are they supposed to snap in place? What are they supposed to do? Okay, there's one. There's one wheel. Okay, I got one wheel on. One wheel. I feel like I have accomplished something. All right, there's another wheel. Okay, okay, we're making progress. Making progress here. Look at that. I really think this would benefit from a better instruction sheet. Now, this is the sort of thing that kids would have no problem handling. It's just the adults are puzzled by this, which it could very well be. This is probably the sort of thing that is meant. Oh no, there's a wheel. All right. And there. Okay. The wheels are on this vaguely car-like contraption. And it is one of those spring-loaded shafts. Like, yep. If I move the bodywork out of the way, I can move it back, aim it for my mixing board, and let it go. And it will die right there. All right. That was actually pretty fast. Given enough runway, it will probably take off. I bet my cats would enjoy this a lot more than I am. I do believe once I get these sorted and figured out, and a good bit of super glue to make sure all the pieces stay where they're supposed to stay, I might terrorize my kitty cats with this for short durations. Or I could just throw it all in the box and pretend I've never bought it. But anyway, is this sort of thing that you could find relaxing at the end of a very busy day? For me, the answer is becoming no, not really. Maybe if I had better instructions here. Actually, the best thing I can do at this point, because I'm looking at these comic books I want to go back into. I do believe this has run its course, and I am looking at the comic books thinking, I want to dig into those comic books some. I kind of looked at them before, kind of looked at the artwork in previous live streams, but those are honestly more interesting than this. Or maybe it's just been a long day and I just don't have the mindset, as it were. Yeah, the mindset for this. I do not have the mindset for this right now. All right. But anyway, this is what you get for $1.25. In case you are curious, Make It Blocks, the poor person's version of Lego blocks or whatever. Pullback action car. Got a spring-loaded rear axle. You pull it back, and you can aim it at your mixing board for your microphone. There it is. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll kiss $1.25 goodbye. Yeah. So that was entertaining. Things you can find at a dollar store. These are actually worth it. If you like Transformers, these are pretty cool. There's like 5 of them in the little set. Let's see. Final Faction. I've covered this in previous shows. Green Lantern, DC Universe Rebirth. Let me flip around to the who does what's here. Oh, okay, here we go. Story by Benjamin Percy, art and color by Otto Schmidt, lettering by Nate Picos of Blambot, cover by Juan Ferreira. Ferreira. All right. So that fellow with the funny name did the cover. Variant cover. Oh, there's a variant cover. Neil Adams and Kevin Nolan with Dave McCagg. Group editor Brian Cunningham. Associate editor Harvey Richards. Editor Andy Quarry. Of course, aside from Green Arrow, a few of the other characters I know. When was this book originally published? These are all reprints. All these books you find at your local Dollar Tree are all reprints. All right, here we go. As I'm squinting at the ever smaller and smaller print, Green Arrow 1 2024 edition, December of 2024. Da, 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 da. Oh, here we go. Originally published 2016. Okay, that's interesting. So this is what you can find at your local dollar store. I purchased these at previous outings. I grabbed this one because this made me chuckle. There it was sitting on the comic book shelf, and I thought, oh, this is just too funny to pass up. Batman and Scooby Doo Mysteries. And instead of the bat signal, it's a Scooby signal. Gotham City Museum of Culture. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Oh, look at that. We have all the Batman variant suits. Year 1, Year 2, Year 3, Year 4, so on and so on. Written by Ivan Cohen. Art and cover by Dario Brizulla. Colors by Franco Risco. Lettering by, oh, this is terrible font, Saida Temofonte. Edited by Michael McAllister. Batman created by Bob Kane with Bill Finger. Oh, I see in the chat here, Padawannabe joining me tonight. Hello, Padawannabe. Make it blocks? Question mark. I've heard of mega blocks. Yes, yes. Make it blocks. It's the Dollar Tree version of, I guess, what's the toy out there? Everybody goes on about Legos. I don't know. Is that even the right name? Legos. It is. Lego is a legitimate name for those blocks. So yeah, this is Make It Blocks. Made in China, of course. Imported. Lego without the S. Yes. It's like the poor. If you only have $1.25, you too can get this rudimentary car-like thing and start assembling it. And honestly, I gave up halfway through it because I was really getting kind of bored with this. I can show you. I was like, there you go. It's like if you have $1.25 and probably more time and patience than what I perhaps have at the moment, you too can assemble this. Here are the instructions. Very small, double-sided. They are not very good instructions, or unless it's just been a very long day and I'm trying to like look through this like, gee, is this something that might be relaxing after a long day? It's like, no, it's not. A Rubik's Cube would be more relaxing than this. But anyway, there I was, like I said earlier in the stream, checking out my local dollar store, Dollar Tree specifically, because I was in town doing some stuff, running errands, and I had some time to duck into a dollar store because I was originally looking for these guys. These guys are Transformer little figurines. There's like a set of 5 of them. I bought these guys right before Christmas, and I went back a week or so ago to try to find these again, but apparently none can be found. These are all gone. At least not at the little Dollar Tree closest to me. If I drove like another hour or so to the big city to another Dollar Tree, I could probably find these and be like, "Yay! I found some toy figurines I was kind of looking for." But anyway, these are neat if you're into Transformers and you like collecting Transformers and whatnot, and want something small to sit on your desk at work and have your coworkers go, "You like collecting comic books, don't you?" Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I was not able to find any more of these. Probably on the eBay. Let me catch up with the chat. Yeah, Padawan people. Yes, it's laughing. Lego without the S. Yes. And I saw you put it away. I'm going to spend money on because they're going to be Lego. Yeah, yeah. There's so much stuff I still want to get. Yep, yep. Probably if you spend more on the real Lego, although these are supposed to be compatible. It says so right here, compatible with all, fits all leading brands. Now, if I was like in charge of marketing for this company, I would have made something better than Make It blocks. That rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Make It blocks. Make it. No, I would have like said something like, "Oh, let's call it Megos or Mego." Take the M from Make It, drop the L on Lego, and call it Mego. But anyway, I see your question there. Is that what Rebirth was? Reissues? Well, these are reissues of older DC books, DC Universe Rebirth. I think these originally came out like 2015, 2016, and then Dollar Tree went into partnership or something with DC for some reason. And I was like, "Hey, we'll sell you comic books at our stores." And I was the news of this hit like 5 6 months ago. I'm not entirely certain what the point of it is, because if DC was wanting to sell off like their old back stock, I could see that, but these are reprints of the books that originally printed and issued and 2016, 2015, what have you. So yeah, uh, these are reprints of books that have come and gone. It'll even say sometimes on the back cover, I do believe, yeah, it'll say where was it? Like this one, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps #1, 2024 edition, December of 2024. And it's very fine print that I'm having a squint at more and more. Originally published as Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps #1, 2016. Or if I squint my eyes real hard and look at it sideways, that could be a 2015. No, that's a 2016. Need one of those Sherlock Holmes magnifying glasses. But anyway, these are reprints. I'm kind of baffled as to why DC would do reprints. I mean, it's interesting. All I've ever seen is #1 issues at the Dollar Tree. It's, I mean, paper wise, I guess this is okay paper. It's not newsprint and it's not heavy gloss paper. It's somewhere between heavy gloss paper and newsprint. Oh, Padawan be saying, compatibility is good though. I'm going to do chaos builds of Lego sets where I use whatever colors I have for a similar build. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And, oh yeah, yeah, so much stuff you want to get into. That's cool. No, this show is like a little unboxing of what you can find at a Dollar Tree to kind of amuse yourself. Like, is this thing really worth getting? I'd have to say no. If I was buying this for somebody's kid, they'd probably start to hate me for it. I can't imagine parents really buying the. I don't know. Do parents really buy things like this for their kids? It is puzzling because one, definite choking hazard has right here warning: choking hazards, small parts, not for children under 3. I'd say so because this is, yeah, this is not good. Um, as something for a older person, kid at heart, to try to put together to amuse yourself, maybe to unwind or blow off some steam after a long day. I don't believe I have the mentality for it. Some people might. Yeah. The pull and go motor is worth a buck and a quarter. Yeah, I guess it's worth that much. I mean, I guess you do have a buck and a quarter's worth of plastic here and a spring. So is it worth it? That alone? I mean, I guess it could be. I do love this marketing here. Like, they really want you to collect them all. Yes, you too can collect all three ugly looking car like contraptions. Although I might have seen that on Speed Racer the movie. This could have been on Speed Racer. I don't know. This this could have been on Speed Racer. Yeah, these. Yeah, if you want to do a budget Speed Racer build, these could be it. Or if you want to like gussy it up more and terrorize your house cats with it. And Padawan be saying, with those angled pieces and what Lego charges for parts, it's worth it. Yes. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. I have not priced Legos, but I can understand because a good number of people do complicated Lego builds. So yeah, I can understand. I can understand what people go on about Lego this and Lego that. Oh, you do have the Speed Racer set from the film. Oh, that's cool. Now that would be worth it. I do remember real Lego pieces from my youth. Many decades ago. And yeah, the real Legos had a completely different look and feel than these guys. But yeah, looking for something cheap and compatible, that's probably a good option. Okay. I've dug into this before, but this is this is great. Uh, Final Faction, First Impact, and oh, this is great, and a resealable plastic bag. So far, there's only been one issue of this book ever printed and released, which is unfortunate because this is the sort of thing you would see in the early mid 90s. The art is from that era. It's like G.I. Joe meets Alien Invasion sort of thing. You've got like a team of army special forces types. Alien invasion attacks Earth. People gather up and get exosuits and combat armor to go after the aliens. This is great. Even the little dog. This is hilarious. Let me find that real quick. Because dude started off with a dude barbecuing, then aliens. His little dog is yapping at the alien as the alien throws him against a vehicle. He regroups, finds out he lost his arm. They give him a cybernetic arm. His dog is there waiting by his bedside. And the military installation he's recuperating at, they say, oh, we've got, there we go. This is hilarious. FD01. Little doggy goes into the top of the FD01 doggy exoskeleton combat armor, and he is able to. I tried to keep a straight face saying that. Oh, I tried. I tried to say that with a straight face, and you just can't do it. uh, oh, that's funny. That's going right back in the pretty sad looking plastic baggie. Not really collectible, although if you looked on eBay, you'll see people selling these at what I believe are ridiculous prices. Final Faction First Impact number 1, February of 2022, the origin story. Uh, there's actually a toy line that goes along with this comic book. So, yeah, that's great. I really appreciate independent comic book creators like this who have an idea for a story. They'll actually go create a comic book and find a way of marketing it. So, yeah, hats off to these guys. Who did what here? We have Toby Osborne, scriptwriter, penciler and inker, Chris Marinon, inking assist, Luis Rivera, colorist, Mimi Simone, or Mimi Simon, letters by John Hebink and Mike Manley, spoof ad page artist, Pete McDonald. And whoever came up with the idea for the doggy armor, that is fantastic. That got a good chuckle out of me. So yeah. Let's see. Padawan be saying you have the Speed Racer set from the film. And then you need to get the Racer X set and you'll be good. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, complete the set. And I have been rambling on here for a bit over an hour. No real aim to this live stream. This is just grab cheap toy, unbox cheap toy, play with cheap toy. Is cheap toy worth $1.25? Verdict is mixed on the cheap toy. Price is probably right though. And then, if you're so inclined, you can find reprints of older comic books from 2016 at a Dollar Tree. And if you're really lucky, your local Dollar Tree might have these pretty cool Transformer figurines. These are cool. I like these. I was actually trying to find more of these, but my local Dollar Tree is like out of all of them. They'll probably be on eBay, I imagine, with people charging ridiculous prices for them. It's like, ooh, they're unique, they're collectible, they're rare. So yeah, we must charge $10 each for these, but you can complete the whole set for $50 or whatever. It's like craziness. But yeah, things you might find at a Dollar Tree, which is crazy. Dollar store shopping for unique things, interesting things, silly comic books, and ridiculous looking toys. Oh, and I do believe I will wrap it up tonight. This has been somewhat fun, somewhat relaxing after a long day. And I got somewhat of a busy day tomorrow as well. But anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight, whether live or lurking, or you catch me on a replay. As always, thank you so much. I do appreciate your time. And let's see, what do I want to do? I want to make this go away. And I want to do this right here. No, no. Wow, that's kind of what I want to do. I want to keep that here. No, I can do this better. I know it. If I push the buttons enough, I can make the thing do the thing. Yes. All right. So tomorrow, there's a good chance I will be on Comic Relief Crusaders live stream. And yes, I certainly hope so, Padawan. That would be cool. I believe it should be starting at the same time, or it might be starting an hour later. I believe CRC has something to do himself earlier on that day, so he might be pushing it back an hour. I'm not sure, or some such thing. But anyway, we'll see how that shakes out. This Saturday, I'm going to try really, really hard to get back to doing a afternoon live stream chatting about comic books. I've got the comic books in mind. I'm going to be breezing through them and seeing what happens. But yeah, that's normally what I do. Chat about all things pop culture related, whether movies, TV shows, comic books, novels, anime, K dramas, and the like. Uh, yep, true. You just sent me a little message about it, and didn't read through it thoroughly after a long day. I'll have to go back and reread it to see what the deal is. But yeah, I hope to be there. I might be cruising in a bit late, but this is where you can find me Tuesday evenings and Thursday evenings. And I keep toying with the idea of doing something on Wednesday nights, but that could be in the near future. Anyway, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, and Saturday afternoons, all things comic book related. Again, thank you all, and until next time, everyone, catch y'all later.